Hello CI Scholar, I am Anjali Sinha, your social studies educator from Countryside International School. So, how are you all? I hope that you all are fine at your home, right? Yeah. So, today we are going to start with our first chapter, the Indian Constitution of grade 8, right? So, in this chapter we are going to learn about the Constitution. So, today you can see that what is going on. We are going through with the crisis, like not in India itself, the whole world is going through with this crisis, that is COVID-19, that is coronavirus, right? And today you have seen that we have already gone through with 21 days of lockdown, that is announced by our honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And again, we are going for this lockdown till 3rd of May. That means we are agree with all the thing regarding our government. That means India is a secular country. India is a democratic country. And we are having the ultimate power. That means universal adult franchise. Those who are 18 or above 18 years, they can cast their vote. That means we have made the government, right? And we all are agree with the constitution that is written for us, because in our constitution, the first page of the constitution, the preamble, it is written, we the people of India constituted a constitution for us. That means today the situation is going day by day worst, but even then we are supposed to cooperate with our government, understand? So somewhere we are agree, and we are thinking that whatever the government is taking step, that will be going to be beneficial for us. So in this chapter we are going to learn about the basic of the Indian Constitution. So let's start. Indian Constitution. We are going to learn about the Indian Constitution in this chapter. First we will talk about the Constitution. Constitution is a set of document which lays down the basic principle that a country is governed. That means Constitution is a set of rule and the regulation, that is according to that the country is governed. And India, we are having a democratic country where the ultimate power is in the hand of the people. Now the Constitution of India is adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and came into force on 26 January 1950 with a form of government that is parliamentary with federal and the unitary feature. That means power is centralized as well as decentralized. Now, why does a country need a constitution? You just see today's world scenario. In our country, we are respecting our government and we are following their instruction during this national crisis of coronavirus. Like we are following the 21 days of lockdown as well. Again, we are going for the lockdown till 3rd of May. That means we are having that type of country and that type of constitution, that where people all are agree on it and they all are inspired to live, and whatever the decision or the rules made by the government, that will be beneficial for all the people. That's why we need a constitution. What is Constitution of India? Always remember, the Constitution of India is the supreme law of India. It's laid down regarding the fundamental political principle, establish the structure, procedure, power and the duties of the government institutions, and set a fundamental right, directive principle and the duties of citizens. Now this one is the first page of our Indian Constitution, that is started with the we the people of India. That means in our constitution we are focusing on justice, liberty, equality and the fraternity. That means everyone is equal and everyone is enjoying equal rights. Now just see, here is the constitution. With this flow chart you understand, when we are talking about the constitution, first it is the government and the people. That means the people, they are having the ultimate power and the people, they choose the government. And in government we are having three different organs. Here is the legislative, they makes the law, and the executive, they enforce the law, and judiciary, they interprets the law. That means legislative makes the law, executive implement the law, and judiciary is always keeping a check regarding the laws that are made by the parliament. Now just see here, here is the decentralization of the power. That means power is not centralized in one hand. Just see here, here is the union government, then we are having the state government, then the local government. That means power is centralized. Now, we are going to talk about the parliament. See here, when we are talking about the parliament, three things will come in our mind. Parliament is composed of the President of India, the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. Then we will called as a parliament. Just see this picture. Here is the Parliament of India, that means President of India, Lok Sabha and then Rajya Sabha. Then we called it as a parliament. Now, what we have learned, now we are going to conclude. Just see here, the constitution play a crucial role in laying out certain important guidelines that govern decision making within this societies. The Indian constitution guarantee the right to equality to all the person, and that no citizen can be discriminated against on ground of religion, race, caste, gender and place of birth. That means our constitution ensure the equality for all. And another important function that a constitution play in a democracy is to ensure that a democratic group does not use its power against other less powerful people or group. That means all are respected with their dignity and equality among the people. Hope you have understood this chapter. Thank you.